Happening in the real estate market here in Salt Lake City. In today's video, we're talking about exactly what happened in October of 2023 here in the Salt Lake City real estate market. Let's get into it. So up first, first thing we're going to look at is looking at Salt Lake County and what happened here last month for October of 2023. So first things first, we're going to compare the number of listings compared to the same time last year. So last year we had 1,327 new listings in October of 2022, and last month we had just over 1,300 listings. So that's just over 1% less compared to last year. Now, when we look at the number of closed listings, last year we had 888. And this same time last month, we had 928. That's an increase of 4.5%. So there's a lot more homes that sold last month compared to the same time last year. Another thing we're going to look at here is the median sales price. So last year, the median sales price was about $520,000. Last month, it was $519,735. So not much of a difference. What's happening here is that homes are selling, right? Homes are still selling, but the homes that are selling the most are in the 500,000 price range and under. That's where a lot of the majority of the sales are coming from, and we'll kind of dive deep into a little bit here in a little bit. But the next thing we want to look at that's interesting is the number of offers, or the percentage of the homes that sold at the list price. So essentially what this means is that how many homes sold for the asking price or the listing price that it's listed at. So last year, about 95% of the homes that sold for October sold for the list price. We're going to take a quick break right now. If you're new here, my name is Marvin Alvarado, the Sneakerhead Realtor here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I get calls and messages from people just like you every single day looking to make their move here to the state of Utah. And I love hearing from you guys. So if you're thinking about making a move here in the next 3 days, 3 months, or even a year from now, feel free to reach out to me. You can call me, text me, email me. You can also book a call with me down below. I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to helping you make your move to Utah as smooth as possible. Now let's continue with the video. Now, when we look at last month, October 2023, this actually increased by just over 1%, showing that 96% of the homes that sold last month sold for list price, meaning that 96% of the homes that sold did not accept an offer less than what the offer or than what the list price was, or also they did not make any price reductions. So another thing that we're looking at here is the number of days on market. So essentially, the number of days that the home is on the market before it goes under contract, and then this is 42 days. So it's the same as last year, so not much of a change. But one of the things that we also look at here when we look at 2022 to 2023 year to date, that did increase by 87%. And looks like in 2022, the average home sales price was about 23 days, and then it increased to 43 days. And that's because last year, about halfway through the year is when the interest rates started increasing. So obviously with the interest rates increasing, this resulted in the market slowing down and the number of homes being sold. But now, where the higher interest rates are becoming more normal, people are getting adjusted to that, and homes are starting to sell. So keep in mind that when interest rates go up, there may be a period where sales stop. But when people start to realize, people that need to buy a house or are on the fence about buying a house, realize that interest rates, they're not going to be going down the next month, or that they're going to stay, in the 6 to 7, 8%, for several months. Things become normal, and people start getting back into the market and purchasing homes, which is what's happening here. The other thing we're going to look at here is what the most popular home prices, right? So kind of like I mentioned earlier, anything under 500 is going to sell fairly quick, or it's going to be more competitive when it comes to the buyer side of things. So when we look at it here, if we look at last year, we sold 360 homes from the $300,000 to $500,000 price range, $300,000 to $500,000 price range, and then last month we had 363. So not a huge jump, but there is an increase in the number of home sales that sold in this price range. The other thing that's interesting here is that the $1 million to $3 million mark had a pretty significant increase in the number of quantity or properties sold. So last year, October 2022, we had 59 properties that sold in the $1 million to $3 million price range. And last month for October, we had 75 properties that sold in the $1 million to $3 million price range. That's a 27% increase in the number of properties sold in that price range. So pretty interesting to see. I mean, kind of this is the same thing that I've been talking about the last several months, where, the interest rates may be higher than they have been the last few years, but at the end of the day, there's still some great opportunities for buyers to be able to take advantage of homes and be able to get, be able to negotiate with the sellers and be able to get into a home, getting a lower interest rate. In addition to that, not only are sellers more willing to negotiate, a lot of the new builders are offering some great incentives. I was just looking at a home over this last weekend, where the home is priced at about $900,000. But the builder is offering a 3% incentive, so that's almost $30,000 that the seller is willing to provide to the buyer to either buy down their interest rate, put towards their closing cost, or just help them get down to a lower interest rate, which can be huge. And this is what these buyers are taking advantage of, is these opportunities that are out there when they're able to negotiate with the seller and be able to take advantages on these new construction incentives that are being offered. I hope this information has been helpful. If you're thinking about moving here to the Salt Lake City area, or looking to get into your first home, or just simply looking to move to a new home, don't hesitate to reach out. All of my contact information is below. You can call me, text me, email me, or you can also book a call with me directly down below. I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to seeing you on my future videos. See you on the next one.